everyone, I'm Miss Joyce. Now today I'd like to share with you on the questions on acid, base and salt from the 10-year series. So I have a question here that says which pair of reagents will react to form the hydrogen gas? Now from the first two options A and B, you can see that copper is very unlikely to react with the hydrochloric acid and the sulfuric acid because copper is an unreactive metal. Right, but do keep in mind that copper can react with the strong oxidizing acid such as the nitric acid, right, to produce the copper 2 nitrate, nitrogen dioxide and the water. Now this reaction is not in our syllabus, but it's always good to highlight or to be aware that there's such a reaction. Right, so we can leave out the option A and B. Now what about the option C? It says zinc with the hydrochloric acid. Now when zinc is put together with the hydrochloric acid, there will have a reaction. In fact, the reaction is pretty spontaneous in the sense that you will see effervescence of the bubble as an effervescence of the hydrogen gas that will be produced. Now that's because zinc is a relatively reactive metal and it can react with the hydrochloric acid to produce the zinc chloride as well as the hydrogen gas. Alright, so what about the option D? Zinc with the water. Now zinc cannot react with water. In fact, zinc can only react with steam. Now the reason is because steam has a higher temperature or exists as a higher temperature than the water molecules, so this will have a faster speed of reaction, and the higher temperature can trigger the reaction to take place more spontaneously between the zinc and the steam as compared to that of the zinc and the water. Right, so that's why we have the option as the answer as the option C. Alright, so first of all, we got to understand that strong acid is an acid that will dissociate or ionize completely in water to produce high concentration of the H+ ions. Alright, so if you were to look at the option B, that is the answer because it says that it ionizes fully in aqueous solution. Now in the case of the hydrochloric acid, what happens is that when it's dissolved in water, it will produce a high concentration of the H+ ions together with the Cl- ions, as you can see from the equations that I've written in the slide. Alright, so that's why the answer is B. Next question is on acid, bases and salt. So it's here, it says that which particle is found in a solution of a propanoic acid. Now first of all, we're going to understand what is the formula of the propanoic acid. Alright, so propanoic acid has a formula of C2H5 COOH. Alright, so for those of you who have learned the organic chemistry, you will understand that this chemical formula is derived based from the general formula of the carboxylic acid, which is CnH2n plus 1 COOH. Alright, so since the propanoic acid has the formula of C2H5 COOH, you can see that when it's dissolved in water, it will produce H+ ions together with the N ion, which is known as the propanoic ion, and that has a formula of the C2H5 COO-. Alright, so that's why the answer should be B, whereby it produces the H+ ions. Now some students may ask, why not the option D? Because if you look at the option D, it shows a formula of C3H7 COO-. Now that is the N ion that will be produced if the butanoic acid is dissolved in water. Alright, so therefore we have the answer as B for question number 10. So here I have an MCQ question that shows a test tube that holds two substances of R and S. Alright, now first of all, they're undergoing a chemical reactions upon heating. Now at the top of the test tube, there is this DAM universal indicator paper, alright, which is used to test for the presence of the gas that will be produced in the chemical reactions. Alright, so based on options given, we have to find out which of this option will show the correct reaction and also the correct observations. Right, so let's take a look at the option A, whereby it shows the substances as ammonium chloride and the aqueous sodium hydroxide. Now, both of these substances, when they are put together, will produce a chemical reactions because we know that sodium hydroxide is an alkali, and when an alkali substance reacts with any types of the ammonium salt, a chemical reactions will take place, right, such that ammonia gas, salt and water will be produced. Alright, so if you look at the reaction, an ammonia gas will therefore be produced, and we know that ammonia gas is an alkaline gas, and hence it will cause the damp universal indicator paper to change to blue. Alright, so if in fact the option A is the correct answer. But let's look at the other option C but let's look at the other options B and C. Are they possible? Now, why are they not possible? Because there are no reaction between the ammonium chloride with the hydrochloric acid, nor the aluminium with the sodium nitrate salt. Alright, so therefore, there's no such answer as B and C. But what about the option D? Alright, the option D. So if you look at the option D, aluminium reacts with the hydrochloric acid. Now, it's a possible reaction which produces the salt such as the aluminium chloride and the hydrogen gas. However, hydrogen gas is actually a neutral gas. Right, it's a neutral gas. It does not cause the universal indicator to change any color. Alright, so therefore option D can't be the answer. And hence we have the option A as the answer.